Day 4, June 26, 2000. Fished the Homer Lagoon today and snagged a 20-pound king. It's legal to snag in the lagoon. I used a 12-pound test. Yeah, that was right. I remember that. 12-pound test and a treble hook that had a dollop of lead in the middle of it. You just rip through the water with that until you snag something. 3 days of fishing, 3 salmon in my freezer. We tossed lines into the bay outside of our hotel and caught some baby halibut and flounder. Ivor kept the flounder he caught. We ate that. Hot tub overlooking the Ketchimek Bay. That was fantastic. Halibut chips for dinner. Yeah, halibut and chips. That's fish and chips up there. It's halibut. We saw a 186-pound halibut that one of the charter boats brought in. We'd gone down to the boat launch area to check out what we were in for the next day. Preston, who's fishing with us, is going to be in town that night. And that was the end of day 4. We were back on a little Susitna for day 2 in 2023. That's BK up front. We're heading downstream. We ended up getting 6 guys on the boat today. That was way too many. The charter picked up a few extra guys. We did get fish, but no one limited out today. It was a good day, and then we got off the river, headed into Soldotna to meet up with JB at Fred Meyer's in Soldotna.
Right below this oar right here. Come right over here. Don't reel no more. Watch yourself. Alright.
This section is entitled Jazz on the Tourniquet Arm. BK, Kyle, and I are in the Maverick. JB has the Toyota. He took off earlier today, maybe last night or earlier today. Little sightseeing around Wasilla, Palmer. He went back into Anchorage, I believe, and is going to meet us at the Fred Meyer's in Soldotna, which happens to be just a great transition area for motorhomes and overlanders because you can get supplies there and you can grab breakfast at Starbucks. So we're traveling east on Alaska 1 along the north side of the Tourniquet Arm. As we head east, we'll eventually come to Portage and then turn back west and head down into Homer. But the Tourniquet Arm is named after a change of direction that Captain Cook had to make when he sailed in here on the Resolution. He was looking for a northwest passage. This was not it and had to turn again and go back a different route. So this is where modern equipment would come in handy. I'm using that Sony camcorder and I'm trying to zoom in on the range that's above us. That above alpine rock that's up here, the white spots, or some of the white spots are actually sheep or goats, probably goats, that are on the granite that's up there. But no Steadicam, and not enough zoom to be able to identify them, other than I remember that's what I was shooting video of when I zoomed in on that portion of the mountain range.
Glacier. See the glacial ice come down before it is right there.
We are now on the southeastern end of Route 1 or Highway 1, Alaska, and we're looking at glacier ice. So those are parts of the glacier, the Portage Glacier, that have calved off and floated down into the Turnagain Arm. That was amazing when we got down there closer to see how large they are, and consider that the majority of that ice is underwater. What you're looking at right now is a glacier. That is not the Portage Glacier. The Portage Glacier is back to the left. You have to drive in to see it a little bit further. We'll eventually do that, but I'd never seen icebergs, so to speak, floating down a river into the ocean, or this arm into the ocean. That was it was incredible to see, and they're huge. We're a little ways away, so it's hard to get perspective of them, but those are large blocks of ice floating down the Turnagain Arm. Portage Glacier is up this view that you're seeing right now.
Portage Glacier. There's some glacial ice that's broken loose. Come down from glacier to other glaciers. See how big it is. These are pretty big chunks. This chunk right here is about the size of a school bus that's showing. New rocks up in here just to give you an idea. There's a glacier up there.
So you cannot go to Alaska and not come face to face with the reality of God's creation. We are at sea level. Those are ice blocks, icebergs floating past us, and ice and snow down to sea level, top to bottom. That was phenomenal to be in, and it's June, the month of June, and we've got ice from the top of those mountain ranges down to sea level. That's incredible.